Hi, this is Mary Alber. I'm here with a really quick, short opportunity to help us raise money from the Yass Prize. I'm the Executive Director of the Education Innovation Collaborative, and many of you are presented to either because you participated in Thrive Lab activities, or secondarily, you were at the real estate gathering yesterday. So this is a very quick overview of the main programs that we're proposing to develop for Thrive Ecosystem, one of which would be a Thrive Town in Incline Village, and another would be Incline Thrive Town down in Oddie District in Reno Sparks. And the third thing would be a platform called Thrive World and Self-Preneur Game of Life. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of what those programs are so you can answer the survey that I'm sending along with this video. So in a nutshell, the EIC and Thrivetown initiative is to facilitate and empower all youth and communities to thrive together and in a metaversal developmental ecosystem. So I'm going to go briefly what I mean by all of those fancy words. When I say thrive together, what I mean is that communities need to move away from being dysfunctional, as some of our communities are showing and our nation is showing, that we don't collaborate, communicate, and solve our problems very well together. So Thrive Towns will be places where people come together and they transcend the challenges by officially collaborating around the problems and involving youth in the solution finding and the implementation, so we can really uplift all of our youth in the process and our communities while we're at it. And when I use the term metaversal, I'm speaking about the opportunity that technology now allows us to have both physical experiences in these Thrive Towns, in these playgrounds, doing project-based learning, but also be able to work with people anywhere, anytime, their peers and their coaches, through the virtual online vehicles. And now that we have virtual reality and we have 3D worlds that the kids are playing games in, and they love playing games, we're going to create a game around the self-preneur development process. And they can therefore engage with youth, not just at their school or in their community, but across the region. And they can also collaborate with coaches in areas of interest for them that they may not have access to in their local community. And when I use the term developmental ecosystem, what I'm using is the knowledge about how humans actually grow, develop, and become all that they can be. And our young people are fully capable of being self-developing in that way. And we're calling it the hero's journey. For those of you that might have read The Alchemist or any of the sort of storyline of any movie out there, it's all about the hero's journey, facing challenge and conflict, overcoming and growing through trial and error, and building skill, knowledge, and relationships in the real world. And then ultimately the goal is to become a master of their own self, conquer their own inner demons, and find that place in society, in community, where their talents and interests can really flourish, where they can have fun and be in flow and at peak performance because they're in the right spot just for them. So how this looks as a vision for the whole of Northern Nevada, we wanted to go to all of Nevada and all of the country eventually, but for now we're starting with two sort of initial Thrive Towns. We would like one at the Oddie District down in Sparks, which we have a Thrive Lab inside that facility right now within the generator, which is a makerspace, but we want to grow that into a 5,000 to 10,000 square foot space where it would serve the entire community with all career paths. All employers can be represented there. All kinds of projects and game-based learning can be developed there and played there. And then in parallel and network to that could be an Incline Thrive Town. And at that facility, which could possibly be where the middle school is right now, which is being threatened to be closed by Washoe County because the enrollment's been going down and they need to modernize the building, but they don't have enough students to justify the investment in modernizing the facility. So we could, as a community, look at ways to make that a Thrive Town that would also serve all the other students and pre-K as well across the community. It could also serve all the parents to get engaged in their students' learning. It could involve the employers, employees in our town to be coaches and to do projects with our students, and it can include retired people as well. So the seniors are looking for a place to hang out, socialize, but maybe also learn from the young folks, maybe be a coach to the next generation. So it's a Thrive Hub for learning, working, playing, and creating together and solving our community's challenges and lifting everybody up to a whole new level of thriving. So this Friday, the 14th, I'm submitting a proposal to the Yass Prize. Now, this is a nationally leading organization that has given away $20 million over the last few years to these awards for organizations that are doing very innovative things. The STOP Awards means that you're sustainable, transformative, outstanding, and permissionless, which means we can operate outside the bounds of the district or the state or the government of a town. And so Incline Village has the opportunity, and Crystal Bay and all of the North Shore has an opportunity to really create a Thrive Hub for all of this state-of-the-art learning using the latest technology, using AI and virtual reality productively so that kids are growing and creating within them and not held back or subjected to the controls and fears that we older people might have about these technologies. So what I'm asking is if you would please consider filling out the survey that I'm sending with this video and help us, give us feedback about this vision and plan, because we want the community to step up and say, we want this type of solution in our community, and then the Yass Prize people will be more likely to give it to us. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking a few minutes to complete the survey that I'm sharing with you, to show your interest, your feedback, your thoughts on the program, and any questions you have about it as well, since we want to make sure that what we're doing is serving everybody's needs and that we are serving as an education source for the state of the art in the future of learning. And our kids in Incline could be the beneficiaries of that if we all step up to give it a try and prototype our way into one of a world-class community-based developmental ecosystem right here in Incline Village. Thanks for joining.